I'm Melissa Meisner. Coming up on News 25, rain and cold weather doesn't stop crowds from coming to the Biloxi Parade.
It's Fat Tuesday, so you know what that means. I'm Siobhan Bryan. Coming up on News 25, the crew of Diamonds Parade rolls in Bay St. Louis despite inclement weather.
Plus, parade patrols were out in force to make sure this was a safe Fat Tuesday on the coast.
You're watching WXXV News 25, your local choice at 5:30. With Jennifer Tubwell, Joe Sullivan, and Chief Meteorologist Ashley Feaster.
Happy Mardi Gras, everyone. The rain didn't stop the parades today.
Our reporters were out covering the Mardi Gras events. We start our team coverage tonight with Siobhan Bryan live with the crew of Gemini. Siobhan.
That's right, Joe and Jennifer. This is your official crew cam for the crew of Gemini Parade here in Gulfport. I have the privilege of riding with royalty today. Now, the weather may be a little bit wet and maybe a little bit cold, but that's not stopping people from coming out here and getting their moon pies and getting their beads. Now, like I said, I'm riding here with Queen Lita and King Jupiter. So tell me, King Jupiter, tell me, what does the cold weather, what impact does this have on today?
It makes it really cold. That's my daughter right there.
So just tell me, does it stop the energy at all that's happening today?
Not energy, it just slows the crowd down. There's not as many people, but it's really cold, so we're throwing the beads.
Of course, and that's very important. And now Queen Lita is over here throwing things everywhere. So tell me, Queen Lita, what does this parade mean to the coast?
Oh, this is part of the Cold Coast custom. And we're part of Gulfport. And Gulfport is a great city. And the mayor and the police are just super, and the community is just great, and they receive us so well, and we want to give back to them. So we're hoping we're giving them a happy Mardi Gras by rolling and not canceling tonight. So, and you can see the crowd in front of us. It's going to be a fun night. And thank goodness it stopped raining.
Very true. So finally, like she said, it has stopped rain. But we're going to stay out here throwing everything from beads to moon pies and try to keep warm. In the meantime, we're going to toss you guys over to Tony Miles.
Thanks, Siobhan. I have to tell you, this is a walk down memory lane for me, a cold walk, I have to tell you. I was parade marshal of the crew of Gemini back in 2006, and like I said, it was a prettier day back then, but this weather has not dampened the spirits of the people here at the parade. I have here with me Kenny Studi. He is a past king, King Jupiter the 40th, if I remember correctly. This weather has not done anything to dampen your spirits, has it?
Oh, not a bit. I mean, the rain has basically stopped to nothing but a drizzle, a little chilly, but it's okay.
And right now we are standing next to the viewing stand where royalty gathers together.
Yes, they do. You'll actually see our present king and queen get off, and they'll come up here and join in the festivities up here.
And for the people at home who may not know, a lot of work goes into this throughout the year. Tell me what all you've done to get ready for this big day.
Well, we try to earn money all year long for this. We have a drawdown. We work the CPR Fest, the Music Fest, and we just really work hard all year long just to put on a ball in this parade that you're about to see.
And you also pay it forward.
Yes, we do. We give out scholarships to the children. We Mardi Gras in Lakeview Nursing Home and also the VA in Biloxi.
All right, well, thank you so much. We're hoping and praying for warmer weather, but
I think we're going to be fine just the way it is. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Everybody, come on down here. The good news is you have a much better chance at getting beads if you're out here because the crowd's kind of sparse. But throwing it back to you, Joe and Jennifer.
Thanks a lot, Tony. Well, the Gulf Coast Mardi Gras Parade in Biloxi, that parade was not threatened with, or was threatened with rain today, rather, but parade goers still persevered. Like using that word.
News 25's Alyssa Meisner went down to the parade today to see who was there and how they were surviving the cold.
It looked like crowds may have given up on the Biloxi Parade today, but as soon as the sirens and music turned the corner, everyone rushed back to the route. For veteran parade goers, they wanted to ensure their last year was a success.
Yeah, we're down with the Air Force, and this might be our last year here, so we want to be sure that we're out here and enjoying it.
And for first-time parade goers, it was worth the cold wait to see what the Mardi Gras hype was all about.
Rain or snow, sleet, it don't matter. Going to do it, going to see what it's all about.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm trying to see how many beads I can get. You know, got a little starter package of my own, and gonna see if I can't get a Mr. T package.
Here at the Biloxi Parade, spectators say it's worth it to be out here in the rain to uphold their Mardi Gras traditions and spend time with their family. It keeps you dedicated to stay here, you know, for these hours before the parade in the cold.
Family time, social time, friends.
And it's easy to spot the people who have done this before. The Harris family brought beach umbrellas, chairs, and blankets that they originally used up north for soccer games and now use each year for Mardi Gras parades.
Been up north for many years, and so we've been at many soccer games. So this is our soccer game in the winter preparation mode.
And whether spectators were prepared or not, the energetic parade marched through, stocked with beads and moon pies to throw to excited crowds. In Biloxi, Alyssa Meisner, News 25.
The parade was 2.7 miles long and had more than 150 floats.
Well, Hancock County had its own Mardi Gras celebration through downtown Bay St. Louis today.
News 25's Siobhan Bryant is with the crew of Gemini now. Earlier, she was with the crew of Diamonds.
Today was a day for beads. Beads of rain, that is. The crew of Diamonds parade rolled in Bay St. Louis, dampened by the wet and cold weather.
The weather affects us tremendously because, as you can see, we have a small turnout of participants. We had over 60 units scheduled, and as of right now, as you can see behind me, this is what has shown up for us.
But the small number of floats had no effect on the spirit of Mardi Gras.
Because it's tradition. We got to do this. And it rained last year too, and we're going to have fun anyway.
The weather for the parade here in Bay St. Louis hasn't exactly been ideal, but that's not stopping the residents here on the coast from celebrating Mardi Gras.
Today, you know, this is a tradition for us. Rain, sleet, snow, parade gonna go.
The parade was small but powerful. People of all ages danced, caught beads, and celebrated the tradition.
It means to me all about fun, having fun with kids and catching beads.
We're still going to party and, you know, celebrate Mardi Gras because this is just, you know, what we believe in. Rain cannot stop our parade.
It was hard not to get into the spirit when moon pies and beads are flying.
Woo! Mardi Gras.
In Bay St. Louis, Siobhan Bryant, News 25.
Now, the parade brought the city to life with less than 20 floats, proving that it's the energy of Mardi Gras that makes the parade worthwhile, even in the cold.
The crew of Neptune parade got started off a little late, but that was just meant more time to party for the parade route revelers. Revelers lobbied for beads from the 24 parade floats, ranging from the King and Queen's float to an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. The crew of Neptune was formed back in 1981 by a group of past King and Queens of other carnival crews. It's named after Neptune, god of the sea, an appropriate name considering all of the wet stuff today.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Now here's Nick Patrick with a look at your weather. Nick.
Well, Joe, Jennifer, plenty of rainfall, and that's exactly what the satellite radar has been showing over the past several hours. You see plenty of cloud cover to start off before these showers really began to make their way through South Mississippi. Now, it's actually starting to taper off a little bit as we head into those evening hours, so some good news for some of those late parades, but we're still dealing with some cold temperatures. Right now, temperatures in those upper 30s. 39 degrees for Gulfport, 37 for Biloxi and Bay St. Louis, and it's only going to get colder as we head into the evening. 35 degrees, winds out of the north, 10 to 15 miles per hour. The good news is a warm-up is on the way. Just how warm is it going to get? I'll let you know in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Nick. It was a busy day for the Biloxi Police Force at the Gulf Coast Carnival Parade today. Police and Public Works began preparing weeks before putting up fencing and barricades along the parade route. Today's weather deterred some parade goers from coming out, making it a bit easier for police to control crowds and traffic. But the wet roads kept police on high alert.
Trying to get too close to the floats, and of course, we usually have some drinking issues, some crowd control issues. But, we're just here, we deal with it, we know they want to have a good time. It's really a big family event, and we're glad people are here.
There are almost 100 police officers from 6 different agencies in the area, including the Biloxi Police. Also from D'Iberville and other cities have come out to help with the parade, and all agencies work side by side to ensure the parade is safe and fun for all.
All of today's parades mean lots of foot traffic, which mean that a lot of business for local shops. Businesses along parade routes are excited for the festivities to travel down their street. Now, despite the rainy weather, many small business owners are hoping to see a surge in business from all of the Mardi Gras excitement. Some business owners even bringing the Mardi Gras spirit into their shops.
Today, but I do expect there will be several people out, and at least they'll see I'm here and that I'm always open and that we really like to have a good time at this shop.
Shops in the Mardi Gras spirit invite people attending parades to support local businesses.
Today's rain caused trouble on the roadway for a driver who said she could not stop her car before rear-ending a pickup truck. It happened around 1:15 today in Gulfport at the intersection of Highway 49 and Crossroads Parkway. Both vehicles were heading north on Highway 49 when the green Ford Taurus plowed into the back of the white pickup truck. Police say there were no injuries at this accident, but the woman driving the sedan says she was shaken up. Singing River Hospital System has $88 million in patient bills that likely will not be paid. That was the news that CEO Kevin Holland tells Jackson County supervisors. Hospital leaders say a new audit firm for the county-owned hospital turned up the shortfall with $27 million not collected last year and $61 million not collected in prior years. Holland blames deteriorating insurance benefits and a poor economy for the shortfall, but says he doesn't believe the hospital system will have to borrow money to make up for it.
Now, coming up after the break, Ashley Feaster is off tonight, but Nick Patrick is here in the Weather Edge with a look at your forecast. But first, here's a look at your ties for tomorrow.
Now, News 25 Weather Edge with Nick Patrick.
Well, it's definitely not what you want on Fat Tuesday. Lots of rain. Mother Nature decided to rain on everybody's parade today. Taking a look at this Doppler edge, you're seeing plenty of showers still in South Mississippi. That's going to be continuing for the next several hours. Let's go and take a look at a live look right now. Our Doppler edge sweeping radar showing those showers sticking around. Now, the heavier stuff now positioned in the Gulf, and as you take a look to our west in Louisiana, you see some dry areas heading our way. This rainfall should start to make its way out over the next several hours, but we're still dealing with plenty of rainfall that we had today. Let's take a look at some of those totals now. Really over 1/4 of an inch for much of the area, about right at that 1/4 of an inch for Gulfport, a little bit more in Biloxi at 3/10 of an inch there, and that was really the case. This rain making these roads very slick. We're going to take a look at one of the MDOT traffic cams. Right now it's actually buffering. We had an accident here though just a few hours ago. Keep that in mind, folks. Some slick roads out there. Just increase the following distance a little bit. That rainfall is going to be able to do that, so keep that in mind. And right now rainfall is falling 37 degrees, and that's typical thanks to this dew point. Dew point at 36 degrees. Anytime the dew point is right next to that feels like temperature, we're going to get some rainfall. Now, winds out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Thanks to how cold it is outside, it is making an impact, feeling closer to 31 degrees. And temperatures fairly steady really along the coast. 37 in the Kill and Bay St. Louis as well as Slidell. The warm spot right now is in Gulfport, sitting just a few degrees warmer at 39 degrees. But as I mentioned, it's this wind, folks, that's going to take an impact, even though it's only blowing right now out of the northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. Taking a look at those current winds, 5 miles per hour out of Bay St. Louis, 7 miles per hour in Gulfport and Biloxi. That's really going to be the case for the next several hours. Things are going to start to dry up, however. Let's go and take a look at what Future Edge is showing us. Now, it's showing this massive rainfall, this system that we've been dealing with all day, giving us those rains. That's going to start to head off fairly quickly. Future Edge shows us by tomorrow morning, overnight tonight, just mostly cloudy skies. We're going to get a break from this rainfall tomorrow morning. Going to be a cool start. However, thanks to this cloud cover sticking around, we're going to be waking up to some fairly warm temperatures, much warmer than we had today, and we're going to get all the way up to 20 degrees above what we saw today. Now, Future Edge by Thursday morning, cloud cover sticking around, and it's also picking up on a few showers. Showers Thursday morning. We're going to see that slight chance all the way throughout the day on Thursday. Future Edge showing some rainfall again later on in the day before Friday. We clear out and we see some sunshine. But before we get there, we're going to be dealing with some warmer temperatures for tomorrow, about 20 degrees warmer, as I mentioned, 60 degrees for Biloxi, 61 rather, and that's really going to be typical across much of the region. We're going to be in those 60 degrees for Bay St. Louis and Long Beach as well. For the rest of the week, we're going to be on a warming trend. It is going to be gorgeous by the time we make it to Friday. Got to make it through those next few days. However, slight chances for rain on both Wednesday and Thursday. The sunshine, though, Friday comes out, and that propels us to a great start on Saturday. Starting off 49 degrees with mostly sunny skies, and the sunshine continues through Sunday. Monday, the clouds roll back in. But look at that temperature, folks. 70 degrees for the beginning of the work week. Should be a great one.
Thanks, Nick. There's a new public bus route in Gulfport. The Coast Transit Authority started picking up passengers along Dido Road this week. The new route replaces a bus route that serviced the Gulfport Biloxi Airport. Officials believe this change will increase the number of daily riders Also, officials say the new route will affect more low-income riders who are in need of public transit.
When we changed the route, we removed the possibility of one person a day riding it to open it up to thousands of people that live along Dido Road.
Councilman Flowers says he plans to ride the bus this Monday to see for himself how well this new bus route is going.
Coming up on News 25, we will take a look at Mardi Gras festivities on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Let the good time roll, except for a few more minutes after, actually. We'll be right back.
The Mardi Gras season comes to an end today in New Orleans, but not before the biggest party, the annual Carnival Fat Tuesday. And for thousands, that includes a stop along Bourbon Street. Jay
Gray is in the Big Easy now with a closer look at the party.
The sounds of the season echo from the French Quarter. Marching bands, the madness of parades, and the unique sounds and sights along Bourbon Street.
Happy Mardi Gras!
And at the middle of it all is the crew of Rex. This is a sneak peek inside Rex's den. 27 floats, 20 that are totally redesigned every year. New colors and designs that many say define Mardi Gras.
Rex is the oldest parading organization in Carnival in New Orleans and is really the public face of Carnival.
A face that is constantly changing.
Happy Mardi Gras, baby! This is how we roll!
That face of the party can be found behind glasses and beads, costumes and masks, even a little paint. The most popular designs?
Mardi Gras colors, and a lot of glitter.
Which is kind of what Fat Tuesday on the eve of Lent is all about.
The whole idea is there's a time of excess and then you give it all up the next day, and that's just not going to work in Omaha.
But in New Orleans, the annual celebration seems to work just fine. Jay Gray, NBC.
State Attorney General Jim Hood has announced upcoming community shred days, and one location is D'Iberville. The Walmart Supercenter on Sangani Boulevard is one of 6 shredding sites throughout the state. On March 8th, you can take whatever important document you have, needs to be destroyed, and have them shredded at the D'Iberville site. Shredding site will be open from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, March 8th.
Coming up on News 25, new government standards mandating schools offer healthier meals is having a positive impact at schools. Our Medical Minute is on the way.
Second Edge weather.
The rainfall continues. Doppler Edge still showing plenty of rainfall situated over South Mississippi, starting to push off into the coast, and it is starting to dissipate as we take a look to the west. But the other thing we're going to be dealing with tonight, folks, cool temperatures. Let's take a look where we started off today. Only in those low 30s, 34 for Bay St. Louis and Gulfport, 32 degrees in Biloxi, and we did not warm up very much. That cloud cover keeping us cool combined with the rainfall. That's why we only made it up about 5 degrees above those starting temperatures. 39 degrees for Gulfport, 37 for Bay St. Louis and Biloxi were today's highs. The good news is these temperatures are going to warm up quickly as we head into tomorrow. Let's go and take a look as we head into the overnight hours. Temperatures don't change a whole lot. We're going to be waking up to those temperatures, pushing up into those, expect upper 40s to low 50s across the coast, 50 degrees for Gulfport past Christian, and it warms up even faster. Now, even though we have plenty of cloud cover tomorrow, those winds are going to shift to the east. We're not going to see that cool northerly wind blow in, and that's why our temperatures are going to start to bump up, and that system moves on. Just mostly cloudy skies overnight Wednesday. That helps keep those temperatures steady as well. By the time we wake up Thursday morning, just a bit cooler before we finally make our way into Friday. Starting off cooler, much warmer though as we make our way through Friday. Let's go and take a look at the rest of these temperatures. Mostly sunny skies for Friday. A gorgeous start. Sunshine's going to be sticking around all day. Headed into a gorgeous weekend. 67 degrees for Saturday, a degree warmer for Sunday. Towards the beginning of next week, we finally get that next chance for showers. Just have to make it through the next few days.
Burger King switches out French fries in its meals meant for small fries. That starts today's Consumer Watch. The standard fry in kids' meals will now be Satis Fries. The King says the crinkle-cut fries have 40% less fat and 30% fewer calories than standard French fries. Kids' meal serves up to 190 calories and 8 grams of fat.
New government standards mandating that schools offer healthier meals have significantly boosted fruit and veggie consumption without increasing food waste. That starts tonight's look at Medical Minute. In 2012, the USDA required schools to use more whole grains, reduce calories, and provide more fruits and vegetables to students. Harvard researchers monitored cafeterias in 4 low-income schools to see if these changes actually helped kids make healthier choices. They found fruit selection rose 23% and vegetable consumption increased by 16% after those standards were implemented.
Nick, we'll have one final look at your weather forecast after the break. Plus, we'll show you how Mardi Gras is celebrated down in Brazil. Stay with us. We're coming right back. Rio's Sambadrome was rocking as Carnival celebrations kicked into overdrive. It was the last night of competition for Rio's famed samba schools. They strutted their stuff in a spectacular song, dance, and swagger event. People crowded into the 78,000-seat Sambadrome to soak in all the revelry before the somber season of Lent.
Wow.
The Sambadrome, designed by famous Brazilian architect Oscar Niemeyer, is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, and that is so impressive right there.
It is it not? I just really love the big statue with his eyes just going back and forth.
Really
Super creative.
Spooky right there. Weather forecast is going to get better eventually.
Yes, we only have a few more days of this wet sticking around. You know, through Wednesday and Thursday, just a 30% chance tomorrow, but things are warming up. That's the big difference, Joe. The cloud cover is going to be sticking around, but the sunshine returns. Look at Friday, 65 degrees, pushing into a great weekend, mostly sunny skies for Saturday and Sunday, and we just keep getting warmer. By the time we make it to next week, we're actually going to be above average, 70 degrees.
All right, thanks, Nick.
So basically, the weekend weather is compensating for all this wetness we're getting today.
Exactly.
We leave you with sights and sounds from the crew of Neptune today.